So it was, in fact, Nicholas, right? The Nicholas was the last czar, the ruling czar of in Russia, and he was taken out by the Bolsheviks in 1917, and and he and all of his children, I think he had about 7 children, were killed in the Russian Revolution, and I think his wife's name was Alexandra, if I'm not mistaken. She was German, and she had this Russian mystic Rasputin who was trying to help her with her son who had like a blood disorder, and Alexei and Tusa. I was watching what do you call it? A documentary last night actually about the Romanovs. I'm not a historian, okay? I'm legendarily not a historian, but I'm always sort of fascinated with the royal families of the world, and they are very glamorous and fascinating people, aren't they? And a part of the reason why Meghan is so alluring to me because she managed to somehow, you know, I mean, how does this happen where someone like Meghan, whatever that means, I'm sure she doesn't like that term, but someone like Meghan actually you know, enters into this aristocratic situation that it's unprecedented in modern times, and what she pulled off there was quite a coup. But anyway, so I thought ridiculously whether Meghan and Harry are like the new Nicholas and Alexandra, and I don't think there's any comparison. I think a more accurate parallel would be Kate and William, because obviously Meghan and Harry will never rule England. I mean, of course, you never say never. You never say never, but something so catastrophically unthinkable or unthinkably catastrophic would have to happen for Meghan and Harry to ascend the throne. And even if something did happen, there's no way that the British people would allow that. I'm sure they would literally outlaw the monarchy before Harry was let anywhere near the British throne with Meghan as his wife. Although you never know, people could also change. Where look at how they have embraced Camilla, where they could between now and such a time they could Meghan could be in their good graces. I mean, you never know in life. Life is so very unpredictable, but it's highly unlikely that Meghan and Harry will ever be, you know, will ever ascend to the British throne. And if something so unlikely were to happen, I mean, then they would definitely have a pretty good chance, I think, of being executed the way that the Romanovs were in Russia. I mean, not to talk about that lightly because that's a very serious thing. I don't think there's any comparison really between Harry and Meghan and Nicholas and Alexandra in Russia. I think a better comparison might be William and Kate, because I think before they were executed, Alexandra and Nicholas were very young, very beautiful, very glamorous, and they had this really beautiful family, and they ruled Russia. It's like, one day William will take the throne. He has this beautiful wife. I mean, if they take the throne anytime in the next 10 years, they will still be young, glamorous with this young, glamorous family. And then whatever happens, something happens in British society where people literally turn on them. I mean, I think it's unthinkable as of this moment to imagine a scenario where the British people were to turn on William and Kate, because especially because they have a Meghan to scapegoat. I mean, I hate to put it that way, but everybody needs a scapegoat. Everybody needs sort of like that distraction, even in families. There's always that person who is it. And so Meghan is it. So Meghan being in the royal family might have saved the monarchy in a very twisted way, because it gives them something to defend against. Before it's like all these anti-monarchists were just like, get rid of the monarchy. But now it's just like, Meghan is corrupting our monarchy. Let's just get her out to protect our monarchy. In a way, it's kind of good that Meghan came along for the monarchy. But this dynamic may not always exist. I mean, people get tired, people get old. You know, the people who are in their 30s now, 20 years from now, will be in their 50s, you know, or those in their 20s will be in their 40s. They'll be tired, they'll be middle aged, they'll be having children and grandchildren. They won't have the same passionate hatred for Meghan because other things will happen in life and they have other priorities. At that point, William and Kate could be on the throne. And whatever is going on in England would be very serious. It's some kind of economic problem, some kind of some kind of internal problem that has to do with money and people's livelihood and people's ability to make ends meet. But the thing is that, you know, it's not an empire anymore. So the wrath of the people might be more likely to be directed at the government, like the prime minister and all those people in charge, more than the monarchy. But the monarchy could still, because the monarchy is still very sort of, very important in terms of political leadership in the United Kingdom. I mean, you still need the assent of the monarch to pass laws or to do anything at all in the United Kingdom. So it's still quite important from a sort of constitutional perspective. And if they are perceived to have like, this lavish lifestyle with all these homes and this, that, and the next, or if you just never know how people turn on you. You know what I mean? It's like today they push you up. Oh, Catherine is so wonderful. William is so perfect. Harry's the devil. Meghan is the devil. But if something happens where Harry and Meghan are just not available in the same way to be scapegoats, and William and Kate are sort of more exposed, like there's no distraction, there's no Harry and Meghan distraction. I don't even want to think what could possibly happen where that scenario could be a reality, but you never know. Um, then you could have a situation like the Romanovs in Russia, more likely with Kate and William than I think with Harry and Meghan. I don't know why I even brought that up. Why did I bring that up? Because I don't have anything else to talk about today. I did like 4 videos, I think, and this might be my 5th. I'm going to stop here. I'm going to have some lunch. I have my little check-in over there that I want to do, and figure out what I want to do with that and find something a little bit more constructive to do. Maybe take a walk because I had so yeah, that's this I need a walk. Okay? A walk. Can I count on you to subscribe to my channel? Please. Bye.